emptying effort from the body. Make sure that you're relatively comfortable. Let your hands be where they support your spine, where they want to be today. And then without making any efforts, gradually observe your breathing, not changing it necessarily, just listen for it. Relax your eyes. Begin to develop the breath, letting it stretch out, just like we might stretch some of our muscles. Stretch your breathing. Lots of muscles involved. Exhale. Same. Expand. Inhale. Sitting up a little taller. Exhale. Gently bring your navel towards your spine. One more time. Deep inhalation. Exhalation. Control the speed of the breath. That's the secret. And then release forward lightly to any degree. Pay attention to your knees, hips, spine. Make sure it's all okay for your body. Come into that bow forward. Observe which part of your body stops you from going further and just send some loving awareness there. I feel it in one of my knees. Just make sure that place that's speaking to you is okay. Take 2 more breaths. Let your hands rest open. Let your fingers fan out. And one more time, breathe out. Coming up, heart lifting pose. Release out your legs. Toes down, knees together, or feet together, toes down. Heart lift pose. Lift your heart, gaze down towards your nose. You may lift your legs up to parallel if you would like. Find the outward spiraling in your hands that goes up to your shoulders, stretching the chest and front shoulders. Try to make peace. Just 2 more breaths. Be present with what's at hand. Exhale, bring down your feet. Bring your feet in with your knees wide. Malasana pose. So we want the whole spine. So think about your sacrum and your tail and just rounding forward. This is like a turtle pose with a round spine. Trying to ground your inner feet. Hold on to your shins. And just observe your back body with your breath. Breathe. 1 more breath out. Just find a little bit more space on that last breath. Grow. And then breathe in and release. Folding yourself back in as comfortably as possible. Take a few moments to reestablish your seat in a very maybe known pattern that you know works for you, that feels nice. Maybe do the other side at the end of class. Just coming together with our breath steady. Breathing together. Creating that gentle sound. Feel waves of peace flow through your body as well as your mind. And the sound almost like we're joining that. We're joining into the infinite. Bring your hands together. Sit up tall. Breathe in deeply. And exhale slowly with sound or without. Keep that exhale as long as you can. And then turn your hands into anchors at the center of your chest. We're going to try to pull downward, press in, and go down with your skin a little bit to anchor your sternum. Lift up your chin, gaze down at your nose. Take your head over a little bit to the right, just till you feel a little tension, a little something you might be able to release around your neck. Heart anchor, so we've got a real strong hold on the heart center. Feel the beat. Carefully stretch your neck. And you might notice how the muscles up here connect all the way down through your shoulder to your hands. Release that side, let the hands pause, rest open, relax. That was effortful with the hands. Take the other one in front this time. Spread it over the heart center. Add the other hand and then go down where it's stuck to your skin. So you're just drawing your skin downward to really feel anchored. Come up carefully with your chin and over to the left side. Just find a little angle that's interesting. Releasing the front of your neck. 4, and one more time. Coming back to center, release your hands, rest. All of this is meditation, some movement, some stillness. And one more thing here, bring your hands together again. And one way we can stretch the inside of the wrist, that extension of the wrist, is to go down with our namaste hands. Come down a bit until you feel the little underside of the wrist stretching. You control exactly how much. And just remember this one as an option later on when we do another version. Be with this twice more. Once more, are you finding your range of motion? And release, spin your hands, wrists, fingers open, and come round to your hands and knees. You can take a moment to establish whatever releasing you might need to do from seated to come to hands and knees position. Face over here today. So think about a cow, picture one right now, and just think about really straight across the back, right? And then the neck is long and the face is forward. So spread your hands, draw up your belly, ground the tops of your feet for your foundation. And then just think about keeping the back almost entirely straight, except for the heart forward. Gaze down your nose, hold. And 3. So release that. And the cat spine can be deeply round. Go as deeply as you feel good. Press your hands, round your low back. Breathe 3 times. You might feel a connection of your arms into the back of your body. Breathe into that. And release back to center and go back to child's pose. Squishing the legs and moving breath into the back of the body. Awaken your back body, your back rib cage with the breathing. Take a breath into the low back, the kidney area. Feel it, let it be strong and open. And then a breath behind your heart. Inhale back up to your hands and knees. Ground the hands and feet, navel in. Take your right arm and left leg away from each other. It's okay to just do the leg or arm if you want to, but if possible, take both. Land opposite, refine, don't strain, always stay away from any harm. Just give it a good energy, only 5 breaths. Long and straight, don't hold back. 4, one more time. Exhale down. Second side, 5 breaths. First a moment to find your shape. So the leg especially has a reaching energy, and then the arm can mirror that. Neck comfortable. Use your other hand and foot on the floor. Use your whole body. And welcome the strength that holding this pose brings. 2 more breaths. Give it everything that you have in this moment, all of your concentration and your energy, and release. Waves of cat and cow spine. Inhale, cat spine, round first. Exhale, cow. Just try to keep the low back really pretty flat, heart forward. Again, inhale, cow. And exhale to cat. Inhale in the cat. And exhale in the cow. Tuck toes. Puppy pose. There it is, puppy. Give your tail a little wag as you go back and down to any degree. Careful with your feet. Hands spread, shoulders are wide, a little wider than the shoulders. Head goes down. Breathe 5 times. Awakening the hands, contact with the earth. The uplift in the armpits and elbows. And the stillness of the mind. Grounding the brain. 1 more breath out. Upward facing dog pull in your hands. Keep them the same. External shoulders give you space. So it's going to depend on how long your torso is to come forward. So adjust where your hands and your knees are to carefully explore upward dog. Strong straight arms. Don't go too far. Tail tucking energy can be helpful. And just stay on your knees this time. Gaze downward. Stretch your belly. Stretch your psoas. Breathe into that soft front body. And breathe out 1 more time. Slowly to table. Downward dog. Have a moment. Pick up and reset the hands. Gives them a little extra fresh flow. Bring down your head. Bend your right knee. Bend your left knee. Both heels reach, head down. Awareness spreads across the whole body. What can you release, like your toes, your neck, nourishing our upper body and our vital energy by being upside down. 1 more time, breathe out. Uplift in the belly, walk it forward with the hips way up high. So balls of the feet walk forward as much as you can. And then pick up your hands as needed and exhale, fold forward. Tuck your chin. Stand up, use your legs. Press your feet, bend your knees a bit. Rise, reach. So as you slow the breath and bring it down, you stabilize yourself. And with practice, we learn to be with that change of position. And just a breath, we adapt to it. Feel the energy change as you stand. Take your feet a little bit wide on your mat so you have easy stance. And let's do our look back twist with the bow hold over to the right side. So your foundation is your feet and your legs, your pelvis, a lot of foundation. Look back comfortably. Gently squeeze your fists, or squeeze your fists as much as you can without hurting yourself. And pull your hands away from each other strongly. It's hard to pull a bow. You create the resistance. Also, send a message that you are taking care of yourself. You know what's behind you. You're empowered. 1 more breath. And with the exhale, hands release first. Let that tension dissolve. Back to center. Weight side to side a little in the feet. Just earthing, grounding. Feel what your toes feel on the earth. Texture of the mat. And stillness, second side. Adjust your legs as needed to find that foundation. of the look back. Add the hands, the thumbs on the outside. Squeeze as much as you can without any pain. Look back. 5 fierce breaths. Activate as much of your upper body as you can. Your back muscles, your chest muscles. 1 more breath in. Exhale, hands, everything soft, release, and center. Side bending with the crossover, right leg in front, shoulders down, empty the coat sleeves. Teach yourself how to rest your shoulders. And keep them down as you come up with your arms. Catch your right wrist lightly with your opposite hand. Just encircle it. And then bring it over to the left side for 5. Find a soft downward gaze. Let your brain have a little playful balance exploration here. We have both feet on the earth and a steady gaze for 1 more breath. And breathe in, coming up, release arms, step to the other side. Find your legs first, find your feet, find your eyes, and then take your wrist, keep your shoulders down, and come over to the other side. Soft downward eyes. Find just the right amount of sensation. Exhale for 2. So we become skillful at working with our bodies in the moment because we are mindful and working with awareness. 1 more breath, just the right amount. When the exhale completes, use the inhale's energy to release and come out. Some sun gratitude. Feel your hands and your feet. Have a sense of readiness. So that when you start your inhales, arms down, inhale, meet at the heart and up to the sky. That's all 1 breath in. Then there's a slow, same kind of time breath. 2, 3, to the forward fold. Inhale, half lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, like cow spine. Exhale, both legs back, whichever one you took back first, try to alternate that from time to time. Plank pose, 5 breaths. 2, 3, press into the earth. 4, try to find a sense of lightness. And 5, knees down, pull back, quarter dog, puppy. Elbows down, come to your belly. So you can come through forearm plank, lower down. Bring your feet and legs together and your hands right in by your chest with the elbows hugging inwardly. Inhale, lift up your chest off the floor for 5 breaths. Cobra pose, nice and light. Feeling stretching in the front of the body. I changed my feet from straight because the door is too close today. 3, 4, 1 more breath. Downward gaze, lift your heart and release your head and chest down. Keep your hands. Use the same energy in the arms to press up and out. Upward dog, 1 breath, find the shape. Stretch your belly, flip your feet. Downward facing dog or quarter dog if you ever need to be in the puppy for your energy, for any part of your body. Remember, you can always just pause where it's okay for you and stay with your breath. But if you feel well today, I encourage you to put energy in and it will reward you. Determined to stay strong. 1 more breath out. Come forward with the same leg you took back and step the other one. Come to half lift. Breathe in. Breathe out, forward fold, take your time. Forehead towards the shin. Enjoy your journey up to standing. Marvel at the whole process of it all. And float your arms really slowly down into your sides. Pausing in that mountain pose for a breath, relax your shoulders. Try to find a place where they feel centered, not forward or back. Exhale. And again, open up your eyes, hands meet at heart level. Sky, 1. 2 is earth, fold in, tuck your chin. Horizon for 3, like you're coming back up with a long neck. Other leg back first. Side plank, knee down. Either side is fine, we'll do both sides right now. So use that knee down variation, unless you're totally fine without it, and then pick it up. 3, right? 4, determined pressing, and just one more breath today. Over to the other side carefully. That hand is so important. Spread it out. Bring down your knee if you want as you establish. Take your legs straight. Stagger or stack. 2. Try to use your whole body. Draw your navel in. You can put your hand there. Remind yourself. 4, and just one more breath. Bring down your hand and back into downward dog. Resting in downward dog. Supported by the limbs. One more breath. Make sure you're not holding back here. Reach your heels towards the floor. Lengthen your spine. Drop your head. And then bring that leg forward that you step back first. Work with yourself. Take a few steps. It's fine. Exhale, fold forward, release. Up to standing again. Arms float down into the sides of the body. Feel what happens when that contact is made. You register calm. And let's step out to the right side of the mat. Starting with wide standing forward fold. So work out into your wide stance, parallel feet. If your knees need to bend, they just come out towards the toes, totally fine. Actually, let's come in with bent knees. So bend your knees a little bit and then go forward. You can straighten out if it feels super awkward, but that helps you find a forward fold more easily in the spine, and then your legs may straighten if you like. Draw your elbows together. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other and reach your head down. Try to release any gripping in your feet. Shoulders resist gravity. They draw up into the body. Top of the head reaches. One more breath. And let's B variation. Coming up, use a bend in the knees if you like. Give yourself time to come up, pause, experience it. And then send your right toes and knee out toward the corner of your mat for side lunge. Turning the other foot towards the front edge of your mat. And then the back hand, elbow bend, hand comes behind the skull. And then the other hand, the front hand, is a stop sign, Abhaya Mudra, fearlessness, protection. Also stretching the wrist, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change into triangle pose. Just relax. Come over and down over your left leg. Like an old friend. Everyday pose. Ask me if you have questions about how to make friends with it. Navel is important, supports the weight of the head. And one more breath out. Come on up. And let's turn to comfortable wide feet, arms up, spread your fingers in star pose. So you're relaxed and rounded, shoulders, everything below the shoulders towards the earth. Arms float up, fingers wide, and gently stretch. You might feel your core and your subtle core activating. That's what the bandhas are, subtle core. One more breath out, feel grounded by your breathing into your legs. Bring down your arms. Second side to the side lunge variation. So now the left toes turn towards the corner of your mat and your knee goes out to follow to a bend. That same hand behind the skull. Other toes turn towards the back of your mat to whatever degree. You can refine and then take your straight arm with the Abhaya Mudra. Concentrate on these 4 different actions with the limbs. Hold steady. Open feet. And the steady eyes help the brain be steady. One more exhale. Over to triangle pose towards your right leg. Just make those adjustments. Find the long spine and the toning in the low belly. And soften. Be as peaceful here as you can. One more breath out. And release up. And step back to the top of your mat. For the warriors, like beginning sun salutations, there's that sense of readiness throughout the standing practice. And I'm going to take the right leg back. So just give your brain the message. Right leg back, warrior A. Keep the hips towards the front. Bend out the front knee. Don't hold back. Try to get your leg parallel to the floor. I'm working on it. Try not to do less than I can. Knee right over the ankle. Always important here in this one. Shoulders relax. Arms hang down. Just feel that empowered stance. Sweep up your arms and rest your hands together. Keep your eyes down. It's high summer right now. Lots of energy in all directions. Making sure we stay grounded. One more breath. Warrior B, open it out to the side. Turn your back toes. That's where we start that movement with the pelvis goes, the ribcage goes side. Maybe stretch out your lunge so you have a nice low stance, whatever that is today. Arrange your shoulders on top of your ribs and breathe 5 times. So really just turning your head to look up the front fingers. We're going to go into extended side angle pose from here. So I'm going to bring my back foot in a little notch, just as my body. Do what you need to come to that lean and reach. You might not need to change your back foot. Come to the floor or stay on the bent leg, shoulder off the ear. One of the hardest things you will do today, most likely, is this. You're already halfway done. For the last breath, let's take the arm down along your side, like you're swimming, and come up and around. Exhale. Up and out, make your way out to the top of your mat. Balance the energy, taking the second side, that readiness. Holding your pelvis, you work from your center. Take that big step back to warrior A. So you land with that angled in foot. Square and ground. Find a nice low, whatever low is for you today. So tail tucking energy is always okay if your low back feels like it's compressed in any pose like this. This one example. Into your coat sleeves. Let your hands and arms just hang and relax while you gaze downward. Focus on the legs. Focus on legs and pelvis. Legs, pelvis, ribcage. And a softness down through the fingers. Bring your hands together as you finish your breath so you have that opening out energy. Turn out the back toes. Come into your warrior V. Turn to the side. Turning head towards the front. Mindful of your knee. So we strengthen all around the knees and hips. Ankles, feet, all get strong and standing. 3. What can you soften? 5. Extended side angle, lean and reach. Bring your back foot in if you need to, and come to the floor outside your foot if you would like. 2. 3. 4. One more time, sweep the arm back and around. And 5. Carefully make your way out. Okay, got a little warm there. Let's practice the cooling breath. So cooling breath work is through the mouth and out the nose. Not everyone can curl their tongue. It's okay, there's through the teeth. Let's do through the teeth first. So just breathe in across the surface of your teeth, a little sound. Out through your nose, close your mouth. Try it again. Focus on your breath. Out the nose. So we're blowing the heat out the nose. And one more time, curl your tongue or do the teeth one again. And release. Coming down to the earth. Reach up, reach down carefully. One more time, each place, third position. Going back, whichever leg first, and straight into downward dog. 2, 3, let your heart gently reach towards the earth. 1 more breath out. And coming down to your knees, untuck your toes. Have a moment to cushion if you would like to. So we're going to do an up kneeling pose and a down kneeling pose. So any blanket support you might need, feel free to get. First one, kneeling eagle. Ground the tops of your feet like we do in cat-cow. Here they're even more important. And then bring your feet together across one of your ankles over the other. Just do the other side, it's fine. Take the right elbow underneath the left. Just be observant of how you come into this shape of eagle, the back of the hands together or the front, fingers towards the sky. Here's the guideline. And then as you like, you may lift up your elbows, and you may also come into a back bend if you feel good doing so, where you lift your rib cage as well, and then press your pelvis to go back. Take 5 breaths. Try to find a therapeutic place for you. Stay determined, grounding your feet. 1 more breath out. Inhale, reverse, release. Sweep your arms out and take the other side. Change your legs and other side. Long arms is helpful. Cross, shoulders coming out. Lift it up gently, perhaps the ribs and the pelvis forward as well. Like camel pose, just up and back a little bit. Keep downward eyes to counter it. 1 more breath. Exhale. Inhale, up and releasing. Coming to tabletop again. And walking the hands around to stretch the inner wrists. Optional to just sit and take your hands like we did in the beginning down to just stretch the inner wrists. Maybe give this a try and see if it's okay. Use your navel in towards your spine so your belly's strong here, not heavy in the arms. Start to walk your hands out, pausing, observing, loving. And actually, this will stretch your inner wrists wherever you stop. So stop anywhere. If it feels okay to turn your fingers all the way backwards, you may. Breathe. Support yourself through any sensation. Staying calm, careful. One more time. Carefully walk hands one at a time out. And come through and sit down. For Gomukhasana, which is a crossing leg pose, and bringing your strap. And right on your seat for a moment. Feeling free to prop up your pelvis. So, Gomukhasana, cow face pose, optional is to take that folded right leg on the bottom, and then you want to do same, folded left leg on top, stacking the knees. So on both sides for me, it doesn't exactly stack, but it works out to be okay. If this work is too intense for your hips or knees, please just come to easy pose. Take 5 breaths with this foundation. Optional to hinge forward if it feels good in your hips. And then we'll add the upper body work. For 1, 2, breathe in, breathe out. And exhale. Come back to upright if you were forward, and release to easy pose if you would like. Otherwise, stay with your cow face pose legs. And then take your strap or your towel or whatever. You're going to drape the buckle side if you have a strap. You're going to take your arm up, put the thumb up in the air, bring it back in space, and bend your elbow. So you're just trying to bring that strap behind your back without pressing on your head. The other arm does the inward turn, inward rotation, reach back, elbow bends. So we're trying to bring the hands together on the back of the body and just use the strap to bridge that gap. It gives you something to hold on to. If you catch your hands, that's fine, but even if you can, try with the strap, like you're drawing your elbows away from each other. Gaze down your nose. Let it be good medicine for your shoulders. Opening your heart. And breathe out just one more time. And let's release these actions on this side. Take out the arms. And release your legs carefully. Take out to wide legs. To dragonfly pose, to go yin, to just let the hips soften and open, the knees soften and open. Pressing back into the hands. Don't collapse into your shoulders though. Stay lifted. Head over towards your right leg. Just a little twist to face it and then come out and down. Stay really soft and relaxed with your muscles. Three. Last breath. Feel complete with your exhale. Inhale up slowly to center and just a little twist from the pelvis and the belly. Come out and down. Stay relaxed in your muscles. Stay yin style, soft. Soft hands, So if you touch, you're not holding on, just touch, legs relax. Third breath. 2 more very slowly. Inhale, like an 8 count, and exhale, follow that. One more time. Wait for the exhale to complete, and then come back up carefully to center. Second side, Go Mukhasana, cow. Go is cow. Okay, other side. Yeah. Changing sides, so change the stack. I'm trying to figure out where I am. Okay, easy side. So try to stack your knees. If this is too intense, just come to easy pose, cross legs in a different way. Move to check in, feel your legs and hips. Add the forward hinge if it is a reasonable thing to ask of your body. Take 5 breaths. Even if you don't have a lot of range of motion, stop where you feel some sensation that feels like releasing energy, releasing tension. Soften into your tightness. One more breath out. Coming upright for the arms addition. So if you would like to change to easy pose here, you may, or stay. And taking your strap up, thumb up in the air so the shoulders external, go back into your elbow, clear the back of your skull. So you're just coming to that central line of the body behind, inward shoulder, other side. Bring it in, catch the strap, and then bring your elbows away from each other. 1, eyes down the nose. 2, 3, body experience. 4, let this last breath be therapeutic, just the right amount of opening, releasing, and then exhale, start to let go of the strap with the bottom hand and release it on out. And just have it where you can get to it later and carefully release out your legs. And have a moment from that compression. And then bringing in the feet wide. Bring your elbows to your thighs and your outer wrists by the sides of your body. So it's kind of like coming to turtle. So just a moment to find that seated, wide knees, wide feet, bent knees. And then the elbows just rest into the upper legs. And we're going to try to work our backs of our hands and wrists into the side of the body. So bring your hands in alongside of you somewhere. And then your knees and elbows are going to work together to do a little shoulder stretch. So press outward a little bit with your elbows until you feel any sensation in your shoulders, arms, wrists. Just be still with it. Be curious. How does this work? And just welcome whatever it teaches your body. One more breath. And carefully let go. Observe. Relax your hands for a moment. And one more thing. Let's come to the belly. One more of those shoulder to hand poses. Upward dog and downward dog optional, or just come to your belly. With the interlaced hands behind. So we'll do both sides. So just observe which way you clasp your hands. It's all fine. Long through the toes and the top of the head, resting down. Breathe out. With inhale energy, lift your chest and head. Reach your hands down towards your feet, squeezing your shoulder blades. Optional, lift up your legs, straight legs, nose gaze. Shalabhasana. 'Tis the season. Locust pose. 3, 4, and once more. Exhale, relax, release. Turn your head right, let your arms dissolve. Ground your front body, your belly, your cheek. More top of the foot grounding. Exhale, second side. Breathe in. Center up, activate. Cross your hands the other way, the weird way. Pull yourself up. Hands reach back towards the feet, legs lift. Nose gaze. Heart opening. Second chakra grounding, the pelvis. 3. Breathe along the central line of the body 2 more times. Energize it, shine it with your breath. And relax, release, head the other way, dissolve your arms. Just focus on the grounding, the sensation of touch, the sound of breath. Letting the eyes rest from the outside. Just present, seeing your inner experience with your eyes closed. And coming up, you could do a flow through, downward dog, and then come to lie down, or just lie down. Yogi's choice. Just add those in if you're trying to increase your endurance and strength more. If you feel like adding those, it's a good challenge. Come on down to your back, bring your strap. First bridge pose, so bring in your knees. Head right on the floor, center of skull. Just trace the center line of your body, hands up at head level, and just go over your third eye, your nose, your chin, your heart, your navel, and down to the earth with the hands. Breathe in, press feet, come up, adjust feet as needed, find your power, find your ease. Come on up, let your pelvis rise. And then today, a different arm variation. You bring your arms overhead, then you try to turn your hands over. Let me see if I can explain this. So take your thumbs and flip over your thumb direction. Your pinky comes to the floor last. See on the back of your skull. Sorry, you can't see my hands. Any arms up is gonna work. One more breath. Roll the thumbs underneath again so the palms are up. And then bring it on down. Supta Padangusthasana. Have your extension with your strap or your towel, whatever you've got. And take your right leg into that loop around the ball of the foot. So you have that press and you hold on with the right hand with that both sides of the strap. Center your skull. Take your left leg out straight, point through the toes. Straight-ish is fine. And then bring your top leg towards you. I just added my other hand back to gently weight the leg. Let it bend as needed. So we're flying. We're taking a giant leap with our legs. Reach through both. Keep your torso down. 4. Just one more breath, just the right amount. And release the leg upright again and over to the side. So here, resources are a firm grip, elbow to the floor if needed, and grounding the other side of your body with your hand. So your left hand on your pelvis or your thigh, over with the right leg to the side to any degree. Try to bring it to the floor if you can, even if your other hip rolls up a little bit. That's all right. Let your knee bend too. And then finishing touch is turn your head away. This one's a little more effortful, but only 5 breaths. 3. Try to release your inner leg muscles. And exhale. Inhale, determination, up and back to center. And exhale, bring your head towards your knee. Release down with a long neck and change sides. Switch your strap or prop to the other leg, starting with a bent knee on the other side. So we have that catch of both sides of whatever we've got. And then let the other leg straighten out to any degree. So it could be bent if it's better for your body. Have that sense of reaching, both legs active and reaching, muscles activated in both legs. Use your arms or arm. This separation of the legs in different directions can be really therapeutic. Also hamstrings, you have all the control, how far you go. One more breath. Release and soften as you come back up. Taking that side variation, come on over with this side. Follow with your face. Watch your leg come over. You can use your elbow and just prop it up. Come to the floor if you can. Ground your other hip and turn your head. 5 breaths. That same pointing toe, reaching energy through the legs. 3. One more time. Draw in your bandhas as you exhale, and that supports this work of coming out. Use your pelvic floor and your low belly to center. Lift your head towards your knee. Take one deep breath. Use your arms here. Hold on to your prop. And release down. Release your leg from your strap. Done with that. Let's come into a 2 knees in position. Yogi's choice. As far as how you hold on. So you can bring the knees together or wide. You can bring the feet up towards the shoulders. Over the shoulders if you want. Let's take 5 breaths where it feels good in your body. Soften what you can. Hands, face, feet. Wiggle your toes a little bit to say hello to those extremities. 4, 5. And release down with the legs over to the right side. Yogi's favorite twist. What is your favorite one on your back? What feels welcome in your body right now? So we can focus more on hip releasing, or more if you stack the knees, you get up into your shoulder blade area. Find a therapeutic twist. And relax, breathe. Very slow breaths now. Finishing. Begin your softening or continue. Move over to the second side. Follow your breath. Let your body find center. And then set up the other side to acknowledge what is therapeutic on this side, what feels nice. Keep it light. Take the one that feels most useful in this moment. Doesn't have to be exactly the same as the other side. And relax. Earth is holding you. One more breath out. Back to center. Lift your feet so your knees are over your hips, and then straighten out your legs. Bring your feet together. Bring your hands and just let your legs rest into your hands. Make sure your neck is long. If you would like to rise up into your shoulder stand, you may, or plow any of those legs up poses to finish with 10 energetic breaths wherever you are working. Find your foundation, reach through your legs. And yet we're supposed to be soft at the same time. So have an acknowledgement. Keep your brain focused, quiet, and take another breath. Before you come down, follow your exhale. Just bring your body down. As you do, lengthen out your low back by bringing your knees towards your chest. And then continue on out with your legs to Shavasana, feeling free to add support under your body or over it. And taking your hands, weave them behind your skull. Bring your elbows together, squeezing the side of your head gently. Tuck your chin, lift your head. So on a deep release of the back of the neck. Be kind. Don't hold back though. If you don't really feel much, keep going. Bring your chin to your chest. A little hard to breathe, I'm finding. Just took a mouth breath and come on down. I don't usually hold that one for very long with the chin lock like that. So just making sure you breathe as you need to. Keep yourself alive and come on out, rest in Shavasana. Let that all be absorbed. If there's something you want to remember from the practice, something part of you that grew or understood, whatever it was, just have a moment to just remember. So you imprint that if you want it. Remember something positive. Let go of anything that felt awkward or hard. Just be with that empowered feeling. Resting. Feeling complete. Breath a natural form again. Allowing yourself to experience the bliss that is something you can access. A sense of peacefulness, stillness. A nice flow of energy. Consciously soft. Perhaps just remembering how it feels to float on your back. Imagine the warm sun on your skin, on your face. As you lift your heart a little bit towards the skies, you don't have to move, just bring awareness to the heart center, that sense of relaxing your limbs to float, letting the buoyancy of your lungs keep you there. Rest into the water. Face the sky. Go back to releasing any effort of that lifting heart energy. Let everything go completely soft again. Earth holding, more stable than water holding. For another breath, just feel that groundedness. Transition to your seated position, taking several rounds of breath to do what feels good in your body, to draw yourself away from that stillness. If you'd like to do some more rest, you could always set a little timer for yourself if you need a timer. Just rest more here, turn off the class. Return to your easy pose. Let your legs, let your spine feel open, long. Arms feel free from the shoulders to the hands. Fill some space with gratitude. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out, gather your hands into your heart. Once again, breathe in. Namaste. Suspend yourself for a moment in meditation. And remember that you can touch this place anytime. Just touch your breath with your awareness. Thank you so much. Hope to see you soon. Any questions, let me know. Our hardworking shoulders, arms, wrists, and hands. A little extra love today.
Thank you very much.